Vampire Princess Chapter 1 Episode 13 Editor, Crash == with a single blow Sinner of Rose, Jill de Rice. I summoned my beloved sword to my hand, a jet black sword with a transparent edge. It didn't come from a special quest nor a boss drop but was created with the blacksmith skill, the strongest one with all 10 successful reinforcements after more than 1,000 failed products. Even within the server, swords that can compete with it can be counted with the fingers on one of your hands. I grasped the sword, Sinner of Rose, Jill de Rice, with one hand. By the way, there's also an odd pervert in this world who successfully strengthened a rare sword from a level 120 boss that only drop once every 2,000 times, 8 times. He is one of my guild member though. As you would expect, everyone stopped him before he strengthened it a 9th time. That's why I can't carelessly boast about my sword being the best. Rose of Warfire, Anne of Geierstein. In an instant, the dress I wore disappeared, and changed into a dress with a black rose attached. It had the same design since the crafter is the same. It was a bustier dress with more exposure around the collarbone. Even my socks changed into short line that cover until above my knees. This is fencer equipment which was created from the highest level defensive equipment with 8 successful reinforcements. I got cold feet in the middle though. It's exclusive equipment with a supplementation effect on AGI, agility, for nimbleness, and CRT, critical, to increased hit ratio, Rose of Warfire, Anne of Geierstein. Blessing of Rose, Lavi and Rose, the black pouch on my waist disappeared, in exchange jet black wings growing from my back. It's not a transformation, this Blessing of Rose, Lavi and Rose, is originally a boss drop Medal of the Blue King. In the hands of a crafter its appearance changed into that of a paid gacha item, the wings of a fallen angel, a back equipment item. It's a convenient item that increases AGI, agility, dex, dexterity, plus MAGA, magic attack, for attack power with magic. Iron Rose, Eisern Jungfrau. A black long glove appeared, the half fingers type, which covered my left hand till my upper left arm, plus a fresh rose with a crawling ivy design appeared on one side. Even though the appearance was like that, it is AS.H.I plus LD. It increased AGI and VIT, vitality, by a huge amount, an exclusive equipment that was just for me. Iron Rose, Eisern Jungfrau. Moreover, as my headdress, earrings, necklace, and shoes all changed into serious equipment, Tengai who followed after me let out a growl and also changed to human form with sparkling radiance. However, different from his usual tuxedo appearance, now he is in his knight form wearing golden armor and carrying a great sword. Demon Subordinates, Pet, Best Equipment, Supreme Ruler Series. He can be mistaken as a king from somewhere. Then, at the same time, 3 figures fall from the sky, together with Tengai surround me from 4 directions and kneel toward me. You're late, Mikoto, Kokuyu, Utsuho. Hearing Tengai's dissatisfied voice, the 3 of them bowed deeper. Mikoto, who as I thought didn't wear her maid uniform but combat equipment which led a silver S.H.I plus NE, an armor which was more like a leotard with no additional cloth nor metal, a long boot of the same material, long gloves that cover half of her arms, iron Alice band, and a sacred cane that taller even than herself answer as their representative. It's truly inexcusable for us being late, princess. Nevertheless, this is the first battle together with the princess after 100 years. The demon generals from Round Table, and those who heard about this matter in the castle, nominated themselves one after another and made the discussions take longer. Utsuho, who is in human form like usual, if she was serious she could grow more than 50m into a 9-tailed fox, wearing shrine maiden outfit though in her head there are 2 white fox ears, and from the cuff of her kimono 9 pure white tails poked out, answered Tengai with a dull atmosphere while covering her mouth with her beloved folding fan. Humph. How much is the damage? Tengai threw a confirming glance toward Kokuyu, who was equipped with black armor and a spear like always, added with a large S.H.I plus LD, Pavis, of the same color. Wait, damage? Worry not, I held back so no one died. In exchange, the banquet hall and all rooms attached to it and the corridor walls, all collapsed. Wait a sec. What do you guys mean discussing has exchanging fists first as a default? I see. If it's only that much then it's not a problem. No, I think that's a big problem. I want to shout with all my might, I want to shout, but, thinking about what I'll do, I'm afraid they'll rebut me with "You've no right to say that, I have no choice but endure." By the way, we seem to talk leisurely, but actually during this time the subordinates of the Orc King plunged forward, attacking. Even so, the four of them kill them with ease even without looking, as if swatting a fly. Tengai has the greatest firepower among all of my demon subordinates, pets. Mikoto has the strongest healing ability, even so demon subordinates, pet, can't use resurrection. Kokuyo, the strongest wall, has HP second only to Tengai, with outstanding vitality and superior resistance in all elements except light, as he is the dark element. And Utsuho is proficient in all elements except light and darkness. Serious equipment, the four heavenly kings, actually these are things to be used in a level 90 plus field, so this might be overkill. Well, it's better being too strong than too weak. Let's not mind it. Well then, the long-awaited battle, is here. It's a bit unsatisfying, but let's go inspect our opponent, the Orc King. Yes. The four heavenly beast kings salute and stand. Well then, where's our discussion partner? Since L won't know by just looking, for now let's go into the densely packed monsters randomly. 10 minutes later I got lost. This place is way too wide. I can walk from one side to another, of a field, when this was a game in 5 minutes. Or rather, perhaps our discussion partner was also moving. Even if I have auto mapping, since it didn't show enemy whereabout, it has no meaning right now. If I had ranger's detection skill, then I might be able to do something. Well, there's no use Wisconsin H.I plus NG on something that doesn't exist. Since it has become like this, then, let's go with the usual pattern. Tengai, yes. I'm tired of walking. I'll run, so please cover me. Realizing what I mean, the four heavenly kings look tense, but without waiting for reply I already dashed out and reached top speed in one breath. Those who want to die, come. Well then, fundamentally current MMORPGs prohibit PK, player kill. There's also server that allows piking though. For personal battles, either they need consent of both parties or they need to move to a place that allows for battles, though it doesn't really matter for me. The person in front of the monitor is human, so having grudges or jealousy is normal. That's why most fights are against AI, and even some bosses have different ways to fight. In the end, it's basically a contest of strength, or frankly, whoever can last longer will win. How much damage you can stand, and how much damage you can inflict. And in the case where many players work together to beat a powerful enemy, it's not an exaggeration to say that whether or not they had someone to S.H.I plus L, the whole party may become the deciding factor of the battle. It's really irrational, but having S.H.I plus L restoration and firepower, these three types of roles may change the stability on a different level. Well, some occupations face misfortune because of this though. And then my job is Swordmaster and Saint. At a glance perhaps it'll be useful as restoration or firepower, but my race, Vampire Princess, has a special trait that actually reverses this advantage. This Vampire Princess race basically is a race that is suited for magic occupations or A.S.S.S.Sins, with high magic power, intelligence, second only to angels, and having the highest dexterity, AGI, agility, among all races. On the other hand, power-related stats like STR, strength, and toughness-related stats vitality, are lower even than normal humans, in short, paper armor. That's why I can't be used as firepower. And then since restoration is the most important part of the party because it can heal no matter how many teammates have died, ultimately it must have toughness so they won't die before their teammates. In short, with Vampire Princess toughness level it also can't be used. Then it hit me. In the end, if the attack doesn't hit, then it's all okay, right? With that, rather than putting stat points to VIT, I increased the original strong point of the Vampire Princess race, which was Dex and AGI, until I reach level 99. Added with equipment bonuses, my speed and evasion rate reached terrifying values. By the way, for monsters, the status only enclosed numerical values of HP, MP, and depended on ATK, attack, for physical attacks, and MAGA, magic attack, for magic attack. I haven't checked everyone's stats, but perhaps even if they level up it won't be surprising that I'm still the fastest in Imperial Crimson. Nonetheless, no matter how fast numerically I am, if I can't use it then it has no meaning. In front of me a group of orcs stand in my way. From Tengai's and Mikato's hands who chased after me right away fly lightning and holy halo respectively, but it's too slow. Before their magic reached I had already jumped into the middle of that group, waving Sinner of Rose, Jill de Rice, in a flash, cutting numerous heads nearby while unleash Swordmaster skill Nanaden Kawarha, Sword of Seven Heavens descend, the tip of the word splits into 7 and kills several enemies in one hit. After I ran through them finally the lightning and holy halo hit their targets. Oh. That's our princess. In the olden days, even among 150 heaven people, she is the only one who could dodge all of my lightning. Tengai raised a voice of admiration. Originally in EHO, Eternal Horizon Online, hit decisions and weak point destruction chances were quite severe. However, it seems this way of fighting suits me the best. At the event of the Golden Dragon, Nagaraja, invasion, among 150 people who had reached counter-stop and reincarnated 3 times, I was the only one who was able to evade all the rain of lightning from the sky that was released. Well, I received terrible remarks like "Are you a human from the cosmic era?" or "Your movement is impossibly abnormal," or "This is the second formal cheat though." That's why if there's a marathon match I think I'll be able to win against almost ordinary boss-level monsters. Tengai is impossible though. Also the attack and restoration amount of Sinner of Rose, Jill de Rice, is quite balanced, so my centralization is not wasteful. Nevertheless my defense hasn't changed and is still paper-like. That's why if I receive an attack from a boss-level monster it'll only take 1 or 2 hits before I die. That's why when I'm at the castle I can't let my guard down, seriously. Then, with this after I beat them all, there are some proud-looking orcs there. When I checked their status window it's Orge Lord. Are they Orge King's close aides? They were surrounding an Orge who was twice as big as them with 5 horns and who was even wearing a breastplate. It's none other than the Orge King himself. There's no mistake. Well, just in case let's check its status window. What's wrong, princess? The fluid U.S. Tiered Tengai hugged me and stopped my shaking and staggering body. Well, how should I say this? Because I saw something impossible, I became dizzy. Orge Princess Race, Orge Princess Name, Sophia HP, 1.800.000 MP, 520.000 *. If unmarried, it is a princess. After marriage it will become queen. -er, are you perhaps a female? Hearing that the 5-horned Orge face turned grim and she roared. Of course. Which part of me looks like a man? I'm sorry. That grim face, that rock-like muscle, no matter where I look, I can't make out any unmanly parts. Well, it's fine. Now then, Orge Princess, my name is Hyuki Tokos.H.I+E, lit. Eternal Scarlet Snow, the Lord of the Kingdom of Evil Light Imperial Crimson. I'll give you 2 choices. What I can give you is either terror or power, namely will you swear obedience under this sword of mine, or possibly, you can try to stand before me and throw your life away in futility. Don't joke with us. Before I even finished my speech, all 3 Orge lords lost their tempers and came forward. Kokuya swung his spear once, and the 2 of them had their bodies scattered till nothing was left of their original shape. There was only one left. How boorish. With one swing of Utsuho's folding fan, a bright blue flame surrounded the surviving one, turning it to nothingness. I, once again, point the tip of my Sinner of Rose, Jill de Rice, onto the Orge Princess. Let's hear your answer, Orge Princess. Will you submit, or will you choose death? Gugugugugu. She fell into anguish for a short period, but, with a clanking sound she threw away the giant battle axe onto the ground, and fell to her knees. I submit. HMFH, that's a wise decision. I and my Imperial Crimson welcome you with all our heart. Ah, that's good. As I thought, she is someone who is capable of discussions. To be able to settle this with discussions is the best. Well, it had become Sea of Blood earlier, but since it's legitimate self-defense that should not be a problem, yup. Be at ease. As long you obey our princess, constant battle and high-grade sake named victory will always be waiting for you. TL, no idea, let's dominate everything in this world, and reach even higher heights together with our princess. The Orange Princess showed an expression of both doubt and a.s. Suren's hearing Utsubo and Tengai's words. Yeah, I know very well about that feeling. Since I'm the number one who doesn't want to believe it. Even so, since us, the 4 heavenly beast kings, have finally descended to the surface, to end with just this, I feel a bit unsatisfied. Agreeing with Utsuho's words, Kokuyo nodded vigorously. True, but fighting against humans won't satisfy us. If I remember correctly, there's a dungeon and a mountain where a white dragon dwells. I missed dungeons. And I think I can enjoy fighting a white dragon. Yeah, let's strike while the iron is hot. Let's go. Oi newcomer, you come too. I'll carve it into your eyes and your soul that our words are neither lie nor bluff. What's with this rapid development? Then princess, let's depart. Well, even if you say so, must I really go? I've been considerably worn out mentally, I want to rest. Wait, that would mean returning to the castle. To the somehow half-wrecked castle after a battle royal among our own people. Perhaps entering dungeon or hunting field bosses is better. Then, let's go. I take the lead in desperation. As always, I'm surrounded by 4 heavenly beast kings, and the Orange Princess who picked up her battle axe again, following behind timidly. With that, in one day we conquered the ancient ruin, dungeon, outside Ara City, the Lord of White Dragon Mountain Range, and added together with the Great Forest made it 3 places a quite substantial territory increase. This is the end of first chapter. Next up is the Royal Capital volume, but before that I plan on inserting something like a sequel or prequel.